Shabam, shaboom, shabam, shaboom. So I started doing my makeup, guys, and then I was like, it's kind of cool how I only have one side of my face completely done. So I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to do the other side of my face, including the eye look. And this is just like a sultry green sparkle eye look that I really am loving. I tried it when I went to a holiday party and I really like it. I switched it up a little bit from what I did to the holiday party because I didn't want it to be as dark as it originally was. So I really like this look. And yeah, so I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, so let's get started. I already prepped my eyelid and put on some soft ochre, and it's the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot, so that's already on my eyelid, and then I set it with my Huda Beauty powder and banana bread. So I just put this on first, and it preps the eyelid to stick, and then I just set that with this over top of it to brighten it up a little bit. And then the two palettes that we're going to be using today are the Jaclyn Hill palette. I just want you guys to look at this. It's freaking gorgeous. It's my most colorful palette. I really love her because she's so versatile, and it's the one I dip into when I want to play in some color, which I wanted to do today. So I really love her. I got her from Ulta. And then the other one is this Morphe 350. It's the Nature Glow palette. It looks like this. You can also get this at Ulta. And these are... The Jaclyn Hill palette is probably more expensive, but this one's really not that expensive for the amount of shadows and the quality that you get. So I personally really love the Morphe eyeshadow palettes. I think they're awesome and they are great quality. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to take my Wet n Wild. I don't know what this is because it doesn't have anything on there. I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild, like it's just like a blender brush. These are like $2 or $3. I'm gonna go on with this shade right here. And that's just gonna be our just base shade. And I'm just gonna throw that in the crease and give this just a nice transition color. I think with eyeshadow, like you just wanna start with a light hand instead of going heavy because you can blend it. You can always add, but you can't take away, especially when you're playing with colors. So that's just what I would say. That's why I put on one eye first, because I really wasn't sure, and I am no pro when it comes to colors. So I'm just going to blend this into the crease here. I'm gonna move a little closer so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. But I just take it here and here and just move in windshield, like a windshield wiper motion, because I really want like a really diffuse, blown out look. But I don't want to go up to like my eyebrow bone because I don't want the color, I don't want my eyes to get too dark. I don't want it to be, you know, like that. So you should have something a little that looks a little something like this. And the next shade that we're going to go in with is, it's this one, the one right next to the, we started off with this shade and we're going to go in with this one right here. I went in with like an ashier tone on the outside first. And what I do with this is I just pick up like a little bit. I just dab a little. Let me just show you like how I'm dabbing it. I'm just literally dabbing a lightly and a little bit in there. And then I'm going to blow off the extra. And all I do is let me get closer. All I do is I bring it on this outer corner. I'm going to kind of pack it there. And then we're going to go in and blend it out. And I just go circle, circle, blend, blend. I don't really have a method to my madness. It just kind of works, if you know what I'm saying. So the color, the one that I said was too warm, I'm gonna take that one too, and we're gonna just take that on it too and blend it in there a little bit. So our eyelid should be looking something like this. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go in and we're going to just take a flat, this is an icing brush. I've had this for so long, but it looks like this, if you can see that. And I'm gonna take some of my Fix Plus. I have like a mini. Don't buy the mini. Okay, lesson of the day, don't buy the mini. It's a freaking waste of money. You might as well just pay the $10 extra and get the full freaking size. But I was at Ulta and I really wanted it. You have to always compare the mini prices to things because it's really literally a ripoff. You might as well just buy the full size thing because if you don't like it, you can always return it. Okay, lesson of return 101. You can always return it if you don't like it, especially at Ulta or Sephora. We're gonna go into this Jaclyn Hill palette now, and we're gonna take this green sparkly shade we're gonna use right here. And I'm just gonna dip in there, and we're gonna put it on there pretty hefty. So I'm just gonna pack it on the inner corner until I get like the color that I want. So I'm gonna keep packing that. And I'm just gonna bring it to the middle of the eyelid. So it's looking like that. It's okay if it's a little messy on the inside because we're gonna clean that up. But I also went in with the shade right above it with my finger. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put that in the center, like right on top, and just kind of pack it. It gives like a nice foiled look right there, but I also take the green back on top of it. So I'm just going to put that there, and then we're going to go back in with our brush in that green or that shade of Diva, and we're going to just pack it on top of it. Okay. And then we're going to take, I have this brush here. It's a Morphe M441, and I'm just gonna take that, and I don't have anything on it, just like the residual from the blending before. This is gonna be like my blender brush. But also, guys, like if you guys just have a few brushes, something that I like to use is from Sephora. I have the Sephora color swatch, and it's by Vera Mona, and this is really awesome. So it looks like this. Mine's dirty, don't judge, but you just swirl your brush in here and it'll like clean it off. So you can use the same brush over and over if you want. I've also had like the same brushes for a while, and I think I take good care of my brushes. Like I wash them and keep up with them because brushes are like literally an investment. So if you buy it, take care of it. So I'm just blending this out because we had that like uneven line. We had the messiness. We colored outside the lines a little bit with the sparkle. So I just cleaned that up a little bit, and then now we're gonna go in and we're gonna darken the outside corner. Back in the Jaclyn Hill palette, I am going to take an e.l.f. This is like $1. It's an eye crease brush. I'm just gonna take that and take a little bit at a time, tap it off, blow it off, whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna pack it right there. Go back in with that blender brush that we just had from Morphe. Building and blending, building and blending, building and blending. So that's what we're gonna be doing. No, I took some of the Central Park and I put that in the same place too, and I'll blend that out. I'm just gonna pack this right here, and then we're gonna blend it out with that brush. Go back into the Morphe palette, and we're going to use this color right up here, this very, very white color. It's freaking beautiful. I love it. Real Techniques flat brush thingy thing, and I'm just gonna take that, and we're gonna take that on our eyebrow bone. And then I drag it to the front of my brow a little bit just because I like to clean that up just a smidge. Next is we're gonna take this flat M432 Morphe brush, and we're gonna go into that same color that we were just in, and we're gonna pack this right along the lash line. So start in the middle, and you're just gonna drag it along your lash line and out just a little bit, like as if you were gonna give yourself a wing, but you're really not. And then I like to go back to the front, and I'll just drag it to the front a little bit. Take that same color to the bottom lash line on just the outer corner, which is right out here. Oh, I used this one, the Sigma Pencil E30. I used this brush, and then we're gonna go in with that same green shade is what I did. From the Jaclyn Hill, the Diva shade, not the sparkly, the Diva. And you wanna take a little bit. This is very important because this can get dirty fast. Really fast. So blow off the extra and just drag it. Don't poke your eye out. Drag it along the bottom and really blend out that shade. And we're gonna add this highlight to the inner corner. So it's the same highlight that we're gonna use on our cheek. It's the same highlight that I use on my nose and on the other eye. And it's a Kevin Aquan Celestial powder in Candlelight. I got this like duo a long time ago. I bought this from Sephora because I like it for my nose contour and highlight. So, but I think it's really pretty with this look. So I'm just going to take the highlight and go on the inner corner of my eye. Flash on, and then we'll be back. So I'm back, and I put on my lash, and then I went ahead and put on my concealer because you guys, if you guys don't know, I like to let my concealer sit for a little bit. I use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Golden Beige for the brightening look, but we're going to sponge it out. And then if you really want to be careful, like around that eye area, you can take a small eye. It's like I have a small Real Techniques, what's this? Deluxe crease brush that you can, so I sometimes use around my eye area, especially if I want to get up here to clean it up a little bit. And I'll just bring it down here. Well, I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Banana Bread, and I'm going to set my under eye. I like this because it has a brightening effect. But I don't like this because it doesn't last. So I do have to go in, like we're doing a glam look, so I'm doing extra steps. So I'm thinking like if you want it to last. But I like this because it brightens it. And then what I do is I will take into my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just take that over top, especially around this part of my nose because that's where, but it's the first part that'll start to get like shiny on me, and I don't like that. I don't like to be shiny right there. I like my shine to just be in designated areas that I prefer. Benefit in Caramel. This is like the warmer toned one. So I like to take this on our cheeks like that. Like I like it to look like healthy and glowy, and like I got sun-kissed, and that's like the warm toned does that for me. You always drag your bronzer and stuff down your neck because you don't want that line of demarcation. So next I'm going to go in with the regular Hoola from Benefit. It looks like so, a little bit ashier. So if you put these next to each other, one is warm and one's a little ashy. Warm, ashy, warm, ashy. So I'm going to go in with that one. I'm just going to take that one right underneath my cheekbone and on the outside. So just right here. And then I'll just tap the excess like on my forehead, just a little bit, because I don't like my forehead to look ashy, because then I feel like people look at your forehead. Well, my forehead's big. I don't know about everybody else's, but I feel like people look at your forehead and then you're done. And if your forehead don't look right, nothing else look right. Okay? Blush, we're going to use a neutral tone, and it's NARS Madly. I've had this for a long time, and it's like my go-to at this time of the year, especially if you're doing like a vampy eye look. You just want a nice flush of color on your cheek. The highlight I'm going to use is the same one that I mentioned before. So it's the Kevin Aquan. We're just going to take that shade, and you're going to just do it right here. I am also going to drag the extra on my brush, and I'm going to take it to the front of my brow a little bit. And then I already highlighted my bridge of my nose and my tip of my nose and my chin. I do like to dust a little bit right there. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna take my Maybelline Snap Mascara, and I'm just gonna put that on the lower lash line. We'll finish up the eyes, and then we'll finish with the lips. The eyeliner I'm gonna use on my lower lash line is the Costa Riche Eye Kohl or Eye Crayon from MAC. I like this one for brown eyes. I don't like to put black liner in my waterline unless like I'm doing like a for real smoky look, but I feel like it just makes my eyes look too heavy, so this one's perfect, and I feel like it looks really good with brown eyes. So if you have brown eyes, try this out from MAC. Okay, so we're gonna finish off with the lip color, and we're gonna use this combo here. So I use the Anastasia Eyebrow Definer in the shade Auburn as my lip liner. I just really love this shade. Lipstick I'm going to go in with is the Anastasia Matte Lipstick in Honey. And I'm just going to dab that. That's the base. And then I do like to take this KKW Nude number 2. And I'm just going to dab that right on top. Only keeping it in the center, like you're not meeting your outer line. Because I like to have that dimension. Finish off with the eyebrows, and I'm just going to use my Maybelline Clear Mascara and just give my brows some definition here. Face, I like to set my face with this is my all-time favorite. I just picked up a new bottle, so I'm really excited. But this is the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. It looks like this. Love this because I like my skin to look like skin, not cake. I'm just gonna spray this, and then you end up with something like this. I actually really love this look, and I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I actually dabbled in color, so I'm proud of myself. If you haven't already, I would love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up to help support your girl, and then don't forget to turn your bell, post notifications on, that way you never miss another day with Jay. So I have a lot of videos and content coming your way that I'm very excited about, and I am just very thankful for your guys' support. So yeah, share this video with everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.